All right, let's pull back the curtain on something that's all around us, but we barely ever see. I'm talking about the hidden technology that makes our modern lives, well, work. It's the secret sauce behind all that amazing convenience we pretty much take for granted these days.
I mean, seriously, have you ever stopped to think about it? How in the world does your package just show up on your doorstep less than 24 hours after you clicked buy? Or how does the drive-thru get your super specific, no pickles, extra sauce order right almost every single time? It's not just people working faster, it's something much, much bigger. And here's the answer. It all comes down to this idea called physical capital. Now, that might sound a little academic, but all it really means is the actual stuff. The tools, the robots, the AI software, all the automated machinery that companies buy to get work done way faster and way more efficiently. This is the invisible engine that powers our world, and today we're going to take a look under the hood.
So here's how we're going to do it. First, we'll look at the robots that are basically in your shopping cart. Then, we'll see how technology is automating our appetite in the food world. After that, we'll dive into the massive economic engine that works behind the scenes. And finally, we'll wrap it all up and talk about why this is such a big deal.
Okay, first up, let's talk about something we all do, shopping. This is one of the places where automation has been an absolute game changer. So check this out. It's really cool how different companies use robots to solve their own unique problems. You got Amazon, where their robots literally bring the shelves to the human workers, which saves a ton of time. Then there's Walmart, using robots to just roam the aisles and scan for what's out of stock. And Ocado, a grocery company, has this wild grid system where robots do all the picking. And listen, we're not talking about a few dozen robots here and there. The scale of this is just massive. To put it in perspective, a company like Amazon has hundreds of thousands of these little guys zipping around their warehouses. It's basically a giant, perfectly coordinated robot army.
And this is how crazy fast it makes things. Let's stick with that Ocado example. The second you place your grocery order online, boom, these robots on a grid start flying around grabbing your items. Your entire order is put together and ready to go in just minutes. Minutes! A person would take hours to do the same thing. So we've gone from filling our carts to filling our stomachs. Let's jump to another place where you're dealing with physical capital, probably without even thinking about it, the food industry.
And this is happening on two fronts, really. First, where you actually order. We've all seen the self-service kiosks at McDonald's, right? Well, now they're even testing out AI that takes your order in the drive-thru. It means you wait less and there are fewer mistakes. But then, it's also happening behind the scenes, with machines that automatically prep food at places like Subway or Chipotle.
So what's the end goal with all this? It really boils down to two things: speed and making sure everything is exactly the same every time. This tech makes sure that the burger you get today is identical to the one you got last week, and you get it in your hands way, way faster. It's all about that perfect, repeatable experience.
Okay, so we've talked about the stuff we can kind of see. But now let's go behind the curtain, because there's an even bigger, more powerful world of automation that keeps our whole economy running, and most of us have no idea it's even there. This is just a perfect example of the leap we've made. Just imagine trying to count every single item in a warehouse the size of a dozen football fields. The old way? Teams of people walking around with clipboards for days, and you know they're going to make mistakes. The new way? A drone just flies itself through the aisles, scans everything, and does the whole job in a few hours with basically zero errors. It's a total paradigm shift.
And honestly, this kind of automation is everywhere once you start looking. You've got these incredibly precise robotic arms at places like Tesla and Ford building cars. You've got whole fleets of self-driving robots in warehouses that just move stuff around 24/7. There are even these gigantic automated skyscraper-like machines that just store and grab products. Heck, even the simple self-check-in kiosk at the airport, that's part of the same family. It's all physical capital designed to make things smoother and faster.
So, we've got robots in stores, AI in restaurants, drones in warehouses. It's a lot, I know, but what does it all really add up to? Let's zoom out and look at the big picture here.
When you strip everything else away, it comes down to these three words. The whole reason for these massive investments is to make things faster, cheaper, and more consistent. That's the goal. In today's world, that relentless drive for efficiency is what gives a company its competitive edge. That next-day package you love, that perfectly made burger, it's all a result of this constant, unending push. And that brings us to the final, really big thought. This technology isn't standing still. It's getting smarter, faster, and more capable literally every single day. We can see the benefits and convenience for sure, but it also raises a huge question for every single one of us. As this powerful, unseen engine of automation just keeps getting faster,
What does that actually mean for the future of work? For us, definitely something to think about.